Hello.
Organizing is a great tool, but when does this tool become a disadvantage? The benefits of organizing include, but are not limited to, order, structure, better mental health, and more free time because things are planned. However, there are also disadvantages to organizing. As I am trying to get more organized in my own home, I have noticed downsides to getting organized that I want to share. This is not to discourage organization because organizing is a great tool, but to be aware of having a good balance as busy mamas. It's good to understand that there are always pros and cons and to stay balanced somewhere in the happy medium. Some disadvantages of organizing the home include losing flexibility, less creativity, and loss of time as you set up and then upkeep the organization system. Another disadvantage is that it can increase stress as you try to keep up with your expectations, and lastly, expense or overconsumption. Losing flexibility in your lifestyle. One of the disadvantages that people mention most is that too much organization removes flexibility, because if you add too much organization into your life, you become too structured and are not as open to changes in your schedule, or get frustrated if something is not matching the pattern, program, or organization model you have put into place. I have noticed that though I love a good schedule and organization, it can make me very systematic and less compassionate to others who need to follow my definition of order. I might not say it aloud, but I get frustrated that they do not have everything in order or planned. For me, it is learning to find the balance between being organized, scheduled, and clean to help improve my lifestyle, or being obsessive about everything and expecting my family to follow it, no questions asked. In other words, being organized is great, but expecting perfection in yourself and others is not a healthy or effective way to use this tool. Less creativity. Setting grand expectations for an organized lifestyle can be great, but it can also lead to disappointment if you cannot meet them. If you constantly strive for perfection, you may feel like you don't measure up to some standard if your home is only sometimes perfectly organized like the pictures on Pinterest. Artistic moms also will feel less creative if there is too much order. Cleaning and organizing can remove your creativity because you need help finding something. An artistic mind works differently than a logical mind. I'm an accountant by profession, and I like a nice organized workflow, spreadsheet, and email because it makes me feel more put together and focused. But not all think this way. My husband is a complete opposite. He hates spreadsheets and anything accounting related. He cannot find things when I organize them because he likes to see everything out to grab it more easily. He is very creative, and he is more project oriented than task oriented. While I'm creative in my own right, I like structure and order and completing tasks more. In other words, creativity and happiness in your life could be affected if you are too orderly, or constantly stressing about keeping up with your expectations, or arguing with your husband because you organized his things and he now can't find anything. Loss of time as you set up and then support the organization system. Organizing a home can take time and effort, especially if you have too much clutter. It can be a big project that requires a significant amount of dedication. Also, organizing your home can sometimes interfere with your daily life, especially if you have many items to sort through. You may need time to tackle the project, which can be challenging if you have a busy schedule. Another disadvantage is that supporting an organization system can take time and effort, especially if you have many things to keep track of. I have learned that if I organize something and it's not a sound system, I spend more time trying to upkeep it than actually using it. So to save time and stress, find methods that work and adjust things if they are not working. Remember to be flexible. Organizing is not always a perfect system. Setting unrealistic expectations for maintenance can be discouraging and make you feel like you've failed if things get disorganized. Increase stress as you try to keep up with your expectations. Some people may find that being too organized can be stressful. They may feel like they're always trying to keep up with their expectations to support a perfect home, which can be exhausting. Also, being too organized can sometimes make it challenging to be flexible and adapt to unexpected changes. For example, if you have a specific way of managing your kitchen, it may be hard to adjust if you get new cooking tools or appliances. Tanya, a mother of one girl, mentions that the disadvantages is that you get frustrated when something gets disorganized after you put all that work into making it nice. Also, my husband cannot find his stuff when I organize it. I can't find stuff either. Haha, seems silly. But sometimes it's easier to find stuff when it's in a junk drawer. Expense or overconsumption. Depending on the organizational solution you choose, organizing your home can be expensive. Storage containers, shelves, and other organizational tools can add up quickly. While it can be worth the investment in the long run, it's essential to consider the cost before you start. Also, in some cases, organizing your home can encourage overconsumption. You may accumulate more than you need if you constantly buy new organizational tools or storage containers, which can eventually be counterproductive and lead to more clutter. Expense and overconsumption are twofold. One of the ways that you increase your cost is by buying all the planners, storage containers, labels, and boxes to create your systems. Or another way is decluttering something because you never use it and then regretting it because 2 weeks later you realize you needed it and must rebuy it. Lily, a mother of two, states the disadvantage of cleaning is getting rid of something because you never use it and then unexpectedly you need it. Again, finding balance that works for you and your lifestyle is essential. While organizing your home can be beneficial, it is vital to give yourself grace and not get too caught up in perfection. Remember that the goal is to create a space that works for you and your family, rather than achieve an unattainable perfection standard.